How's it going, everyone? Mike here. August 26th, Merch by Amazon sales update. Where to begin? Another incredible day, but there's also another little mini celebration that I want to kind of take a moment to recognize. And let's do that first, and then we'll get into these daily numbers and look at some of the specifics. This is what I'm talking about. 200 sales for the month in the US, which beats July. So that is a bit of a, like I said, it's a celebration because we have 5 full days of sales left. And at the beginning of the month, looking at history, I was expecting a bit of a dip in August. But at the same time, I kept talking about how, adding 800 products a day has to, at some point start catching up. But let's discuss that in a second and look at this. So right now, I'm sitting at 200 sales, which beats, most of the last 6 months. And I was kind of predicting that, yep, I'm going to beat the 217, which I now I'm very confident I will. But there's a chance that I actually might even, go through December, possibly January, I think November of 2020, and March, as you can see here, might be a bit of a struggle. But if my sales continue like they did yesterday or today, like the 26th, the day that I'm reviewing, there's a big chance that I actually might get through all of these. We'll see. Let's look at the numbers. So for the month right now, as you can see, I'm sitting at 200 sales, which is $3,724.94 in sales for the total amount of royalties of $742.65 US market, right? US sales. Yesterday, let's look at that. Incredible day, 13 sales and 9 different products sold, 9 unique products sold. And what I'm noticing is newer products are starting to kind of pop up when I'm reviewing my sales. So as you can see here, you can't see them. It's blurred out. But basically, I would say 30%, 40% of these products are new. And what I'm noticing is certain niches are actually selling more than others. So for example, there's one design, political in nature, that I listed maybe like a month ago, has started selling now on daily basis and multiple items, multiple sales. But for what I actually do like is, and this is part of Amazon's new, I guess, format, and I'm sure you guys have checked this out, but if you click on your brand name, for most products it works for me, you can see other product types with the same design. And also if you, for example, are looking at a standard t-shirt of one design, down at the bottom there's recommendations that basically it says other products with the same design or something like that. I'm not sure what the terminology is. Well, that's actually working because this, and there was one more, I can't remember where, are all the same design but different product types, which is exactly what I want. So let me get back to these numbers. 13 sales in the US for a total of 17. Now this is looking even more interesting, right? Because now I have 2 in Germany, 1 in France, 1 in Italy. And let's look at the month in total. So 200 for the month in the US for the total of 256. Now, I mentioned that over the last couple of months, these numbers have slowly been creeping up, right? And they are. I used to be happy when I mentioned this a few times, when I would get, one sale in all these marketplaces. And now it's kind of expected. Now I expect to see a bunch of sales. When my international sales throughout the day aren't coming in, I'm thinking, what's going on? And, something's up. So overall, things are looking great. And I can't remember which month historically, if I was to go back, I remember I was aiming for 300 sales, and maybe I can do this afterwards, but it was one of these here, one of the better selling months. and it looks like I'm going to actually hit that 300 overall sales for the month, which is again pretty good. This I still can't explain. I cannot explain 3 sales on Saturday, 13 on Monday, Sunday, and then another 13 on Monday, right? And then it goes back down. My suspicion is that there is a lot more back to school shopping, and I'm just going based on my designs. And then the other thing, like for example, like yesterday, what I'm thinking is people are finding some of my newly listed products, and they're actually buying them, which is nice. So it's kind of that exploration of new products in the like with the combination of, you know, going back to school, and then that's what kind of keeps me very motivated and excited about you know, the next couple of months. So right now the way that it looks is this month is already better than April, May, July. I have confidence to say even better, will be better than June. And then again, big chance that we're gonna beat most of these months, which is kind of like, that's where I want to be. I want this to start curling up as we go into Q4, because, you know, now I'm comfortably hitting with my international sales right about $1,000 in profits each month, and I'm about $4,000 to $5,000 in sales every single month. You know, it's pretty good. I can't say that it's not exciting. And I remember a month ago when I was, you know, doing videos with, you know, couple of days in a row, I was doing 3, 4, 5 sales a day. And a bunch of you guys were leaving me comments basically saying, you know, you would go a whole week with zeros, you know, people in lower tiers. And that's just the summer, right? And that's why I would always look at the 7-day average. I would look at the monthly average. I would compare it to you know, the rest of the months. I would look at you know, the same months last year or 2 years ago, just to see what's going on. And this is what I like to see. I would really like to see this going up. But again, keep in mind that this right here, when we're looking at November and December, we're talking about tier 8,000. Then I think, I can't remember, somewhere around here, I got tiered up to 20,000, and then it was the new format of merch, and this is when I'm starting to list products, you know, in large quantities. I still want to put emphasis on the number of designs, live designs. Look at this. I have 4,631, right? So if we're talking about, you know, products uploaded, yep, I'm hitting 800, but how many designs am I actually putting up? Probably 20. Let's say if I'm listing all 64, you know, it's not even 20. So we have to put that in perspective, because there are products that are just simply not selling. And let's actually, let me see if I can pull that up. Let's see. Okay, so here we go. What's selling? Standard t-shirts, pop sock, and we're just looking at July, so this is the previous month. Standard t-shirts, pop sockets, tank tops, and then everything after that, it's pretty insignificant, right? But okay, let's take into consideration premium t-shirts and iPhone cases. But everything else here, right? And again, this isn't a whole list of products. Like, where, you know, there are many more products, again, that are not selling. So when I'm looking at these numbers, the only thing that I keep telling myself, it's okay, think long term, because I could easily put up 800 standard t-shirts today. And again, I still have room, right? I can do that, you know, 16, 17 times over every single day. Every single day I can do that, you know, for the rest of the half of next month. And I still won't hit the 20,000, right? And then I can pretty much put those designs on every other product, but I'm choosing to do it this way. And I don't know how you guys do. I don't know if there's people that are still, only listing standard t-shirts and tank tops and products that they know will sell. What I'm doing here is I'm doing things, planning long term, because there are so many designs, there are so many products, like I said, that will not sell, but again, I want them up, and I'm gonna keep doing that, right? So I don't know, that's the strategy for now. That's why there isn't a huge explosion in growth, but again, the growth is there. And what's even more important for me is the consistency in sales. If this was to ever drop, then I would have to kind of change the strategy, because right now I'm happy with the way it's going, because after Q4, and again, now I'm talking like 4 months from now, but again, we have to plan. This number will be much, much higher. And that's how I'm going to go into 2022 with having, probably over 100,000 live products and even more. And that's how I'm going to start 2022, right? So overall, things are looking great. Overall, this month, is outperforming last, I don't even know how many months. And there's two possibilities. If I have days, for example, that they average like these three, then my monthly sales will actually be better than every single month since last November. But if I have days like this, then it will still be a pretty good month. So either way, I can't lose with this. And so far, 200 sales milestone, total 256. It's making me very happy. I'll wrap it up here. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you soon.